It used to be RKO.
That's right, Mr. Hayden. They made a lot of great pictures on there. And you know, when we bought it, we not only got the buildings and the sound stages, but we acquired millions of feet of stock film suitable for backgrounds in our television shows. Plus a huge property department and sets and costumes, well, all kind of assets that'll give our Westinghouse Desilu Playhouse great production values.
The Andy Griffith Show, starring Andy Griffith, with Ronnie Howard. Also starring Don Knotts.
A comedian's laughter is spiced with tears as Danny Thomas realizes the dream of a lifetime. St. Jude's Hospital is dedicated in Memphis, Tennessee, and a promise that the entertainer made when he was broke and penniless is fulfilled. St. Jude's is a hospital dedicated to the major diseases that strike children, and the first project is a crash program into the mysteries of leukemia. Years ago, Danny prayed to St. Jude for a place in life, promising to devote his efforts to erecting a shrine if his prayers were answered. That shrine is this hospital, a promise fulfilled. Now, with a foundation set up to support the work, the great heart of show business helps to unwind the mysteries that surround childhood diseases.
Good. Good to see you.
It's a thrill to see you again, God bless you. Remember, I predicted this in Sacramento.
She did that. Danny, members of the Thomas family, members of the Congress who are here, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the White House. You know, when I was told that we'd be hosting you here in the Roosevelt Room, first I was a little concerned. This room can get awfully crowded, as you can see, and I knew that Danny has a big family and a lot of friends, and then I figured out what to do. I just called the staff together and said just 4 words: make room for Daddy. Danny Thomas, you were born of Lebanese immigrant parents in Deerfield, Michigan, January 6, 1914. And around here, that makes you a young whippersnapper. As a boy, you became a candy butcher in a vaudeville house and first felt the lure of the stage. And soon you were earning pocket money by clowning at banquets. At 20, you were hosting a Michigan radio show, and at 22, you married Rosemarie. And just a few months later, however, you lost your job. It was the middle of the Depression and work was hard to come by. You were forced to consider giving up show business, and in desperation, you prayed to St. Jude, the patron saint of hopeless causes. I find myself praying to him once in a while. The very next day, you were offered a radio job in Chicago and a job at Schaefer Lee, and your career began a steep climb which has never ended. The Chicago radio serials led to nightclub performances, USO tours, and movies no one will ever forget. The Unfinished Dance, 1947. The Big City, 1948. The Jazz Singer, 1953. If I'd been getting films like that, I'd still be in Hollywood. 1953, you began the televised phase of your career with a certain show called Make Room for Daddy, which in 1957 became the Danny Thomas Show. At one point, your program was seen by more than 40 million Americans a week, and you ruled the airwaves as the undisputed king of television comedy. When your show finished its run, you remained active in television through your production company. Today, you continue to manage that company and make frequent show business appearances. You've made millions laugh, Danny, and America will always be grateful. Yet the award you will receive in a moment is not for your show business career, but for your, quote, humanitarian efforts. And it goes back to that prayer to St. Jude those many years ago. St. Jude interceded with the Almighty on your behalf, and you've been thanking him ever since by funding and working ceaselessly for the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. St. Jude Hospital, which specializes in childhood cancer research, is supported primarily by funds from volunteer contributions and grants. Proceeds from your concerts and commercials go directly to the hospital, and every summer the hospital hosts a week-long golf tournament, the Danny Thomas Golf Classic, using most of the proceeds to help fund St. Jude Hospital's important work. Danny, you once remarked, "They say I'm a sentimentalist," and I am. I'm so sentimental I cry at basketball games. Well, your life, however, bespeaks no mere sentiment, but a deep and abiding love. A love for your God, your country, your family, and your children. The thousands of them who've benefited from St. Jude Hospital. Danny Thomas, it's my high honor to present you with the Congressional Gold Medal and to tell you that on this day, America says, we love you. We love you right back.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's indeed the highest honor of my life.